very seldom in life, few people will tell you exactly what you need to hear. So I took on the bartender role to explain to you why I'm such an advocate of no closing cost mortgages and why I've always been. And you know, the hardest part about being the CEO of Lenox Financial it was convincing people that the no closing cost mortgage wasn't too good to be true. Now with the grid, you know, I'm here to ensure an industry standard and make sure that whoever you choose to do business with on the grid is going to show you a no closing cost mortgage and tell you the benefits of it and the detriments of it. Because the reality of it is, and I'll just tell you straight, paying the closing cost is a ripoff. It makes no financial sense in any way, shape, or form, no matter what anybody says about it, no matter what they try to tell you. You know, I'm going to show you some math that's going to kind of break it down how the no closing cost loan works, and hopefully you'll be an advocate of it. Take a look at the 15-year, for example. You got a $250,000 loan at 5%. Okay, if you wanted to spend $6,000, you could get a rate of 4.5%. No doubt. There is no set rate. It's all tied to what you spend. Okay, but the reality of it is, since most people roll the closing costs into the loan, you're going to be looking at a no closing cost mortgage of only $250,000 versus a with cost mortgage at the lower rate, $256,000. But check out the payment difference. You got a payment of $1,976.99 versus $1,958.38. So you're spending $6,000 in closing costs to save $17 a month. It takes 352 months to break even. There's only 180 months in a 15-year loan. There was a time when people used to spend thousands of dollars in closing costs to trade stock. And when that went away, it created most of the components of modern day financial management. And if you eliminate the closing costs, then that opens the door for what I call mortgage management. And that kind of, that gives you the ability to integrate your mortgage into your family's personal economy, so to speak. You know, if you got kids going to college and you need to do an interest only, you know, that's no problem. You know, no closing costs, okay? If your kids are getting out of college and now it's important to maybe speed up time and build some equity back, you want to go on to a 15-year. Well, no problem, no closing costs. You know, that doesn't work when you're being charged $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 at a pop. And let's say that 15-year payment was a little too hard to handle. Well, then you can switch back to a 30-year and do it with no closing costs. When you're not paying the closing costs, you know, there's no barrier to refinancing. You can truly integrate your mortgage in and out of your overall family's personal economy, almost to the degree, depending on your asset levels. You know, when the stock market's on its butt and there aren't any better investment opportunities out there, pay your mortgage off, you know, if you can do it. Not paying 5% is the same as earning 5%. Well, then when the market starts to bring itself back, pull that cash back out of your mortgage, take the additional tax write-off by having a bigger mortgage, but then go make 10 to 30% in some sort of long-term investment strategy. So it opens the door for that. And I've always been convinced, you know, I started Lenox Financial 16 years ago, and I'm going to speak my mind about the no-cost deal, and I just think it's predatory and, to charge the closing cost, and there's no reason for it. But make sure that you go to the grid tool chest and you can put your own personal mortgage scenario into that and toy around with it and make sure the numbers work for you. And don't let these grid members, don't let them get away from using the tool that I built that's in the contact management tool for the grid members. Make sure that they use that to offer you a no closing cost mortgage every single time, and make sure that they show you the model and that they print out the PDF and that they send you the results so you can have it in your hand. There are no smoke and mirrors. The reality of it is, investors in the secondary marketplace pay mortgage companies thousands and thousands of dollars for the right to earn your interest. The entire industry, in my opinion, is just skewed, misguided, corrupt, and it's you know, as a wise man once said, it's a racket and a ripoff. Don't let those predators get any more of your cash. Stick with grid certified brokers, lenders, and make sure that they offer you a no closing cost mortgage.